Greetings and salutations, Dota fans, and we are here again for some more League of Lads Season 10 action. And I am joined tonight by the one, the only, logical Dota. How are you in this fine evening?
I'm doing good. You didn't say I'm Badger.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted right now by idiots in my lobby. Notice, if you look at the all chat, they're saying it's not ticketed. Now, if you look at the top left corner of your screen, you are seeing League of Lads Season 10, correct?
Yeah, you know why he thinks it's not ticketed? It's because of the names. It's they changed something. They did another shadow patch, and it doesn't say your team name anymore. It just says your player name. Like if you in the chat, instead of being like whatever dot acid rain whatever dot turtle, it's just acid rain turtle. It's even the same in the watch tab, which I noticed earlier today. I'm not sure when they changed it.
Yeah, I feel better now because these people, they don't know the things that I know. I put it on. I know I put the ticket on. I never make these mistakes. So happy to have. I'm the paid professional for this. Professional blue button presser here. What? I'm curious. Why do you think they even made those changes, anyways?
I had no idea. I mean, I think. Yeah, no, actually, I have no clue.
That makes you feel better that we are both equally knowledgeable about why these made these changes. We are both definitely confused with the change, but it is a change nonetheless. What hasn't changed though are the heroes we're getting in these series, particularly with these teams. Once again, on the Radiant side, it's Boss Up. On the Dire side, it's Nebula, aka Frostfire Sims, aka Bing Chilling, aka Jesus Pisside Sippy. And again, same old at this point. First phase bans, Viper, Zeus, Marcy, Dawnbreaker, all relatively expected. 5-pick Tiny, 6-pick the signature Acid Rain Rubik into the Enigma, into 8-pick Bristleback. So yeah, very common affair so far.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. Doesn't Azridin play the Rubik and the Enigma?
I
What's
know in this case he will definitely be playing the Rubik, unless for some reason they go Enigma 4 Rubik mid. I would expect either a 3 Enigma or even a 5 Enigma.
okay? Yeah, that
Well,
would.
both Marshall and Bold I play it.
Oh, that's Marshall. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it is. I think I have like half the players in the lobby nicknames, so I'm
Yeah,
not seeing
okay.
all the nicknames. So I'm good to go at this point.
That's good. Okay, yeah. Bulljax did play a game of 5 Enigma earlier in the season, so I think you're right on that one. 5-pick Tiny, 8-pick Bristle. That's pretty standard. Some good stuff. Pretty notably though, a couple of heroes that are just kind of ignored. Okay, I was gonna say Warlock, but Puck is just uncontested. It's I'm fairly certain I've seen Turtle play the hero before. And then I always kind of group in Puck and the Spirit heroes because they feel very similar. They just have like they're just always overpowered and they do a ton of damage and they move really quickly. So I have to imagine that it's something Kale Farmer can play, but I have never seen him play the hero.
I feel like I've seen him play it, but I don't think he really gets a chance to pick it too often. I mean, I feel like you look at these ban phases, people ban Puck. Until nowadays, now we're finally seeing Puck slip a little bit further through these drafts. Now it's been like 6 months into this patch, we're starting to see Puck slowly begin to slip to like 8 pick something. You know?
He has a turned off Dota buff, but he has, let me find the exact number. It's nowhere on his most played page. He's got 10 Puck games. So it's certain to say that one of his less comfortable heroes, even if it's debatably the best hero of the patch.
We're at the point now where both mid laners are going to have a lot of options. I mean, look at the heroes who have been banned so far and heroes that have been picked, and a lot of the good mid laners are still available. I mean, Puck, Ember Spirit, Void Spirit, all still available, all potentially pickable this game. So we have a lot of good options for very flashy mid laners for both Camel and for Turtle.
Like ET. That's probably Nightmare carry hero, right? I'm not sure you think.
I'm gonna say possibly, but I'm not. It could be a flex pick at this point, but you can flex it
That's
between
fair.
multiple
That's fair.
roles.
Yeah. I'm I As far as I remember, I don't know. I haven't seen this guy in a long time, but he plays carry ET, likes it. ET's not the most common here either, and it's not particularly good against Tiny. It's like fine against Bristle, maybe it's like decent against Bristle, just because you do so much damage. Yeah, I kind of have to imagine though that he just wants to play the hero and wants to secure it early for himself. Not really sure what counters it either. Like the Shadow Demon comes to mind, putting the ult so that you can never get astral bonus damage, or the spirit bonus damage. Oh,
Yeah,
Wyvern, that's a good.
that's a part of the advantage is no one really knows how to counter the ET. Problem is Wyvern is, as you mentioned, pretty good.
Yeah, you can curse the ET when he has like with his BKB or his like Ag Spirit duration, and that'll kite out some of the BKB duration, and then as well just cold embracing the target that he's hitting.
If you can catch him pre-Aghanims as well, you could even get him to literally just destroy his teammates at plus 500 damage. Like, hey, you all this plus damage. Oh, we'll just curse the Enigma with the ET in range, or curse the Rubik with the ET in range. Hey, you're now dead.
That yeah, that'd be pretty good. Yeah, I mean pre-Aghanims as well. Yeah, there's definitely good potential to just get him to destroy someone. Works well with Bristle as well. It's probably like the best Bristle counter in the game, so that's pretty nice as well. Taking that away from your opponents, although they probably don't have the. I think they could have Wyvern, but I was gonna say they probably can't slot a Wyvern into their lineup. That's false.
Certainly wouldn't be that bad of a Wyvern mid game for sure. I don't think, right?
It's never the worst Wyvern mid game. The hero's just very strong. Looks like I mean the boss up lineup is like somewhat flexible, but I have to imagine it's most likely Tiny 4, Bristol Carry, Wyvern 5, Night Stalker 3, and they're gonna pick a mid hero on 24.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly could go either Tiny or Wyvern mid, but yeah, you're probably right. It's if we had to make betting odds on it, you would highly bet on what you said.
Oh, actually, Tiny mid's interesting. I didn't know why I didn't think about that. I could see Tiny mid definitely.
I think I'm seeing a lot of Tiny Four, both in the pro game and in lads though. So that's why I'm thinking. I'm always thinking like Tiny Four because it seems to be the most common role nowadays for the hero. Even though obviously you can still play Tiny mid, you can play Tiny carry, you can play Tiny offlane for all you want, but you just tend to see these Tiny Fours nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. They do have Night Stalker, which is like kind of a big deal. I don't know why these heroes end up being picked together so much because their lane is really not good. This Tiny Night Stalker lane is just like it's about as bad as it gets. You just have to like pull.
Is it
I
that
try
bad?
to. I mean, okay, like assuming that you're picking real heroes and you're not like I don't know what's the worst hero that I can think of.
Image.
No, I'm trying to think of the. Assuming you're not like Oracle offlane. Actually, that's not even close to the worst thing I think I can think of. But like, assuming you're not something like really out there
Slark.
dumb hero,
Slark
like
offlane.
as far as meta heroes go, I could see that being picked. As far as meta heroes go, Tiny Night Stalker is pretty bad. Like you're just two melee heroes. You neither of you do enough damage to like kill someone from full health until nighttime. And yeah, I mean, stuff that's gonna lane against Tiny, it's stuff that's gonna lane against Night Stalker. It's pretty bad. Like, if you know how to play it correctly, you'll never get just game ended in the laning stage. But that's just kind of how lanes have evolved over time. Like, I feel like no one really gets a game ended unless they mess up majorly, no matter the matchup. Even like Monkey Amber, these like unwinnable matchups, still feels like you always have a game at least past the laning stage.
All the ability to do things like hit the small camp or grab bounty runes or even rotate for assist goal. There's always especially better players. Better players tend to avoid that. You see it happen in lads sometimes though, where unlike the pro players who can pretty much always recover to a degree from a truly terrible inning phase, a lot of the amateur players don't necessarily have the same ability to bounce back in the way the pro players. That's always the thing. I've seen a number of big lad series where like these like 5K, 6K players just get absolutely demolished in the first 5 minutes and then never truly recover. So That'd be interesting to see if these players can bounce back from some. You remember when I was saying all those mid laners weren't being banned out?
They both need one now, yeah.
They both disbanded two mid laners.
Bloodseeker pick. I like that. Yeah, this is a pretty sick Bloodseeker pick. It's really good rupture targets, Night Stalker, Bristle, and then the percentage damage on the shard's nice against Bristle as well. I think it's gonna be Bloodseeker offlane, honestly. I think it's gonna be Bloodseeker offlane. The guy's gonna buy a vessel. And then I think it's gonna be ET carry. It's gonna buy the shit that ET does. A Glove of Haste, Aghanim Scepter. I don't know what build FN does. Whether it's
Love
like
of
Mask of
Haste
Madness.
into Blitz Knuckles into Aghanim Scepter, I'm sure.
Is
Get some
that
attacks.
are you
I have no
are you
idea. I am
oh
I am
okay.
blindly speculating. I haven't
I
seen
remember
I literally have not seen ET in a game in a year. I have no idea what you're reminding me of.
that's definitely a lie, but I remember when I Wisp. Mid tiny. Yeah, I mean, when I played core ET or like mid ET and I tried to make it work, like I played against Meepo and it was a free win. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. Let me try to just like play the Ags timing against not Meepo. I know it's still okay, but it's like you lose your lane so hard. The build that I would go is Phase Boot, Glove of Haste, Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if it's been optimized since then, but I always felt like Echo Saber was too big of a investment before the Ags.
I guess you always could go Echo disassemble into Ags, and then you even just rebuy
Yeah,
the Echo afterwards, or just go into like Orchid or something. But
yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, could be good.
that's been one of the big things we've seen nowadays in the last like 18 months. Like the pro players especially have been going for disassemble Dragonlance or Echo Saber or whatever into BKB or Ags. And I think it could work as well on this or ET type build. Seems like instead though we might see an Ember mid Bloodseeker carry Enigma offlane. Never mind, you were right. It is the carry ET incoming. You're right in the three Bloodseeker. So even though you were saying some truly bold predictions, you've been 100% correct.
What can I say? My 3 minutes of homework on Dota Buff, really. Just I know these teams the back of my head.
So you are the professional analyst. So you are ready to go. You've been correctly predicting things. Again, it is that tiny mid, but we knew that that was a little more obvious
I
from
made
that
dozens of
pick.
dollars casting, yeah. Professional.
Dozens of dollars. One day we're gonna turn those dozens into hundreds of dollars, and then that's we're
Yeah.
moving up in the world.
Right, right.
Uh, I think I feel like this dire draft's probably going to still lose. What are your thoughts on these drafts here?
Mm. Their timing is very weird. I think that they need a lot of money. Yeah, they do need a lot of money. And if Radiant is really on top of their game, then they'll like slightly win the lanes and then they'll just kind of like take over the game because their heroes are gonna be stronger. They're gonna have a really strong tiny with like an Echo Saber or a Blink first item who'll just be able to kill anyone. The Bristle is gonna just be Bristleback heroes OP, and then the Night Stalker is gonna run around with like a Wisp behind him. I think that Radiant is favored. But honestly, I'd put my money on Dire because I think they have a lot of heroes that thrive when both teams throw and don't know how to end.
There has been a trend in lads. You've not been the only one to say it. There has been a number of very angry co-casters on the channel who have sworn off lads because of teams throwing recently. But
Neff's not gonna watch the cast. We could say Neff.
I know, but I like the bad. I like Neff. I like the bad mouth Neff. But
Yeah, me too. I like Neff, so I like the bad mouth of it as well.
true, that's true. I mean, it's one of those things where you mentioned it. Radiant are going to possibly win the lanes by like 5%, and then once again, I'm looking at like Bristle, Ags, BKB, Tiny, Blink, Echo Saber, Ags, Night Stalker, I don't know, like Shard, BKB, plus like I don't know, like a Magic Wand, and then I think Dire just lose then. But but we could be wrong. Could
That
be wrong.
magic one timing, yeah.
I'm just trying to think about I'm just trying to think what fits with the timing. Like, all right, how much gold does he have? Well, he has like 6.5k gold. Yeah, Shard, BKB. He's at 500 gold. He'll buy a wand with that. Why not?
This is a
The
banger wand game. We should see like 8 wands minimum. I think like this is a truly devious magic wand game.
You might see a full 10 sticks at least. This possibly. This is definitely a good stick game. It's not just a good full wand game. The full wands are nice. They include branches, and that has been another one of those things in the last, what, 6 months now. There's been a lot of players who've been buying a lot of branches. It makes sense. It's very efficient stat-wise. Pretty cool.
Yeah, good item.
A very good item. Maybe the best item in Dota, perhaps, other than BKB. Now, number one item, BKB. Number two item, Ironwood Branch. You know,
Oh, I thought you were still talking about. Judging items like that's too hard.
it's fun though.
Yeah, but like then you have to like make criteria and stuff. Otherwise, you can just stand stuff.
And the thing is, you're approaching this from a logical perspective, no pun intended. I'm just spitballing shit right now. You know, I say Ironwood Branch is good. Sure, why not? Why not? I don't have to defend that. I make the rules.
True.
Okay, mid lane, Tiny Ember feels pretty fine for both. Probably advantage for Tiny. Am I correct saying that?
Yeah, it's I mean you can see right now he's got 20 damage because that's how Tiny operates. So you're able to get some early denies off of it. It's just a good matchup overall for Tiny, but I've seen Embers win through probably the fault of the Tiny, and also there's like a mid-game timing where Ember can kind of annoy the Tiny because Tiny doesn't want to go on Ember because you don't die to the combo and you can get poked by slight chances.
Or the bottom lane, the less interesting of the side lanes. It's Bristle Wyvern versus Bloodseeker Rubik. Feels fine for Bristle, but fine for Bloodseeker as well. Is that correct as well as to assess that way?
Yeah, they're like this level 2 timing will be pretty good for Radiant, I think. If they're on top of their stuff, they can try to like get some goo plus Wyvern slow, kill opportunity on either of these heroes. I think that the Bloodseeker will be fine though. Even if he dies once, I don't think he's gonna get crushed. I think he'll still get like a fine time vessel.
Now over to the most interesting lane of the game. It is Io Nightstalker taking on ET Farming plus Enigma. What? What? Well, how do you break down this lane, actually? I have no idea.
Bulljack's just fed a bunch of Eidolon, so now I think they're gonna lose Lindo, but that was kind of bad. Um, I'm sure the lane is fine, especially until level 5. I think that Dire kind of had to win the early parts of the lane harder though. Like it's already 2 minutes and they're Flying Nightmare's like down in CS even. He's 1 CS down compared to Zexy.
Thing is, though, is it truly FN not farming, or is it Zexy inflating his CS off of Eidolons? I'm sure it's still gold, but I feel like that's not.
Eidolons are a creep kill. Eidolons are like more than a creep kill, I want to say. Like those give a lot of XP. Those matter. And plus he's Night Stalker, right? He's not like Kunkka. It's not Tiny, where you can just like kill all of the Eidolons. You have to individually kill all the Eidolons. You don't have AoE.
You're telling me skill issue.
Yeah, most certainly. I can't believe it. I watched top. I just clicked top, and then I saw Bulljax like block himself, like block his Eidolons with his Eidolons to feed them.
What can you do? The Eidolons are playing back now. Notice they are not engaging. They know not to feed the Zexy any longer. Oh wait, they're going in. It's Eidolon feeding.
No, yeah, you need to. Eidolons are OP right now. You gotta use them at this point. Otherwise, the Night Stalker is gonna hit minute 5, and then he's gonna like farm him. He's gonna chase after them and farm them. All right, nice. This is what they should have been doing earlier. Yeah, nice.
A lot of damage. I don't think he dies in the Night Stalker, but it's gonna be very. Yeah, he'll survive. That's a lot of damage. That's a favorable trade.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you had to be playing this lane from minute 0, because you got I mean, that's like the one really good thing about Enigma 5 is that you're able, like, you can deny creeps very well. You obviously have the automatic deny every minute, and then just having the Eidolons up as well, it's like a ton of base damage advantage.
That's it's been really easy to do camera work so far, because once again, nothing's really happening.
0 kills, yeah.
There's reverse blood bottom lane via the blood right from Marshall. But then back to top lane, it's Rose Golden being run at by FN, and whoa, that is a big amount of damage via the, what is that, 140 damage on the ET, plus an Orb of Corrosion. That is a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That kill bottom lane's pretty big. He had just finished the urn on Marshall right before it happened, and so he ends up picking up 2 urn charges. I like that he's rushing Vessel, actually. I predicted that one as well.
Makes sense this game. He is playing offlane.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Vessel is definitely not standard on offlane Bloodseeker. Although I guess there isn't really standard items in offlane Bloodseeker. People just started kind of building carry. That's one thing I noticed. People would just go like Phase Boom Maelstrom BKB on offlane Bloodseeker. Like even like his Zai, who's known as being a less greedy offlaner. I don't know if that's true, but I think that's
Nowadays, yeah. I mean, historically, not necessarily as much, but nowadays, definitely. Back in the day, he was definitely greedier, but that was more like over the day, like the E days when he played before. That was the greedy Zaya.
yeah.
Now he has 4 support farmer and offlaner, which is definitely less greedy. Being a big brawl bottom lane, but again, nobody's going to die. I don't think. Might be close, but nobody should die in this bottom lane, right? They're seeing the very health for Bloom though, so that'll be very cool pickup there to just survive a good bit longer. But again, Dire wants to kill him. He is silenced by the blood right, but again, he has a huge magic wand. He's activated it, and again, Marshall is dropping low, as is Bloom. Who will die first? The answer will be Bloom. Marshall heals up. He'll barely survive the Splinter Blast, and that's possibly 2 kills for Killjoy if he can secure them. But again, Marshall goes in with the blood right. The urn as well. Silence is not hitting. Marshall goes in. He's man fighting to his death. Acid Rain dead. Killjoy low. Marshall wins the fight. Double kill for Bloodseeker. Absolute chaos in the bottom lane.
That was really close. I thought Killjoy was gonna get a double kill there and ended up being level 6. It was pretty well played by Dire. Marshall's gonna get like a sub 10-minute Vessel now.
Alright, good news. Boldex is denied 2 of his own Eidolons instead of feeding them. So technically, Radiant get partial XP, but...
No, if you deny summons, you get 0, right?
Really? I'll trust you with this one. I'll trust you with this.
I think I remember that's how that works. Zexy is getting beat the fuck down. Yeah, this Orbital Corrosion did not exist when I played Core ET. This seems pretty good.
Good ward middle lane, spots out the rotation, but again, Bloodseeker is quite fast. There is no chain skilled on the Ember Spirit, therefore no kill on the middle lane Tiny. But again, Dire forced Turtle to TP all the way to Fountain, which is never ideal for the Tiny mid.
It's kind of a cool play. He like, I don't even know how he made it mid. I should have watched that. But he just comes in and ruptures the Tiny. No kill chance really, because the Tiny's not low enough and they don't have TP cancel, but I like the idea to try to come and rotate mid. It was kind of at an odd time though. He's got the right idea, he just didn't do it the most optimally.
You know what, Logical? I have a goal. I'm going to catch every single kill of the series.
Okay. You can do it, definitely.
With one exception. Unless there's 2 kills happening at the exact same time on the map at 2 different places. Then I'll have an excuse. That'll be my cope. Let's say top lane, Night Star dies at the exact same time Rubik dies, I'll have an excuse for that.
If you can catch their dead bodies before they disintegrate, you know? That's like a lot of time.
Oh yeah. Seems like top lane, Radiant not having a good time right now again. These ET is just slapping people. But again, Zexy is farming decently enough. Even though he's been taking a lot of damage, he hasn't necessarily been dying a lot this game. All is well. Over to mid lane. Turtle goes for a kill on Acid Rain, but cannot get in range of the Avalanche Toss plus DD Rune combo. Again, ET's low top lane. He's dropping very heavily. But top lane, Io's dead. ET's back to mid lane again.
Ooh,
Turtle gets... Wait, Neutral Keep denied the ET. Whoa! That's good suddenly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice to get the Wisp kill, but it's ET's in a little bit of a tough situation now because the Night Stalker just finished an armlet, and obviously it's nighttime. So, does he really want to just like TP back into the top lane, into this armlet Night Stalker that's about to bully him, or does he want to try to go somewhere else? He does TP top though, and I kind of have to agree with that because where else are you gonna TP on Elder Titan? It's not like you can hit jungle creeps on this hero or anything. You just kind of gotta fight people and farm lane. Otherwise, you're gonna be 400 GPM.
I guess ideally you'd have like a stacked camp somewhere you can get some damage from, but there's been no stacked camps to get damage off of.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have like a stack camp somewhere else, then you what's the word? Bullrex is dead.
Yeah, that sometimes. Though, nah, there's no counter kill. He'll be fine.
Okay. If you have a stack camp somewhere, you need your TP scroll anyways to abuse it. Like if you got a stack camp across the map, you need to go to the camp, press W, and then TP to the place where you want to actually use it. Most of the time. Zexy is like, yeah, he's completely fine.
So Rose Golden might not be. He's being run down by Camel Farmer. There's no TP for 20. I'm pretty sure Camel kills him before 20 seconds passes. Rotation from Rubik as well. So again, Rose Golden will die to the Sleight of Fist. Again, we're up to 6 kills for Nebula. But again, they're down in net worth right now by less than 1k.
Bloom's really rich.
He's 4.6k, which is pretty decent.
He's actually not that rich, but he's definitely doing good for himself. He's gonna hit solid timings this game. Bloodseeker is not going for the finished vessel. He's just going the Atos, which is more standard, I think. Eventually, you turn it into a Maelstrom and a Gleipnir. And the Atos is obviously a good setup for the Blood Rite early on. You can't really catch too many heroes with it. I mean, like, he can use Atos on all of these heroes, but it's not like some spirit hero or something. It's something that like you really need to just catch. He already kind of has soft catch with the Ember and like Malefice.
I want to turn your attention to Marshall's quick buy again. Look, slightly to the right of his quick buy.
The Necro book.
Why is there a Necro book there, and how is there a Necro book there?
Oh my god, I wish you could see my pinned items. Badger, I got a Divine Rapier recipe and a Dimensional Doorway.
What? What?
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you a picture on
I
Discord.
need to see this.
It's pretty easy to like bring back these items in the game. Like I said, you can do a lot. You can pin a lot of items. I'm sure I could pin a fucking Dimensional Doorway there.
What the hell is Dimensional Doorway?
It's a custom item it's a custom item that never got added, or not custom. It's a neutral item that never got added to the game, but it's still coded into the game. You can do the same thing with like, I don't think you can do it with Diffusal 2 anymore, but there like you can do it with Mango Tree. You can do it with Fusion Rune. You can do it with. I think Dimensional Doorway is the only interesting one because it never got added to the game. But yeah, I'm sure you can. Like, Necrobook still is in the game. It's just not craftable anymore or whatever.
That is. It's wild.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just learned about Dimensional Doorway. I'm learning things today, you know? This is always. Every time I cast you, I learn something new. I didn't think it would be Dimensional Doorway.
Custom, or not like custom lobbies, but like lobbies like that you make yourself on localhost. You can do a lot of cool stuff like that. You used to be able to like, yeah, I don't know. There's like a bunch of weird stuff. Back when Siltbreaker existed and was like the main game, you could pin the Siltbreaker present that you like bought for 500 gold, and then if you pinged it in game, it would crash the game for everyone on your team.
Seems very fair and balanced. Speaking of fair and balanced, top lane's a Blood Rupture combo on Night Stalker. Io will attempt to locate him away, and it will succeed. So good save there by Rose Golden. Will keep Zexy alive for the time being. We have Turtle nearby the top lane, but it seems like Dire has the numerical advantage. Black Hole's canceled by the Avalanche. A perfect Avalanche from Turtle. Bulljax is low. And now Io has returned to the top lane. Turtle is on the run, being run down by 4 heroes, but he has a Wyvern with the curse. Nightstalker has ascended, running at Bulljax, and here we go again. The Enigma is dead. Killjoy is dropping, but he's not quite dead yet. Avalanche toss on Ember Spirit. The Io has healed. The Wyvern now dies with the trade. No! Camel Farmer barely escapes. Nightstalker is chasing. Acid alive. He has stolen the Void, but again, the Tiny takes him down. Back over to Zexy. He could not finish the Ember, and now Marshall will again zone away Zexy, so everybody will survive, except for the 3 supports who died.
I mean, that was still good for Radiant, but I thought it was going to be a lot better. There didn't end up being any curse, and Nightstalker didn't end up finishing the Ember. Really nice Avalanche by Turtle, though. It was like pretty fortunate timing, but it was also nicely played, obviously. He was the one who clicked the Avalanche.
Top lane, it's once again danger time for both teams. Atos on Zexy. Zexy will fall. Rose Golden keeps away just in time. Wait, there were no stuns left anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, but it is still a death on Night Stalker. And this top T1 remains alive, which is not true for the Radiant. Their bottom T1 is already dead.
Yep. Alright, nice by Dire. They like should have lost that fight harder, and then afterwards they end up getting a free kill on the Night Stalker. It was like very important for this point of the game, I think. This is like, yeah. But this is when the Night Stalker is really going to impact the game. So killing him now means that he'll, like, good chance he falls off more later.
Seems like his item timings have slowed down as well. I mean, he bought the armlet, bought the fantastic item called Magic Wand, and yet since then he hasn't really progressed his game. He's not really close at all to Shard or Blink Dagger, so amount of it a good bit.
He does have to wait some more time for Night. I think the second Night is when he's really going to try to pop off. But he's it. Yeah, I mean, his timings are definitely not where he wants them to be. Speaking of people who are poor, Flying Nightmare is also kind of struggling right now. I mean, maybe this is like maybe you're fine being here because you carry ET and you don't really care about timings because your hero doesn't farm. But surely he wanted to do better than a 15-minute Echo Saber.
I mean, almost certainly, yeah. I mean, even he might not even have it by 15. He might have like 15, 30, or even 16 minutes the rate he's farming. So that's definitely not ideal for your carry to be 6th in net worth like this many. I guess any hero, ET as well.
Yeah, I mean you don't farm like not very quickly. At least jungle creeps you can farm. Like you can kind of kill lane creeps like at moderate speed with stomp. Unless your lane goes really well though, this hero ends up looking poor always.
I guess you
And
could
he
just
doesn't.
like or splitter a camp if you really need like a stack maybe if you
That's
really want
good.
to.
Yeah, that's good early on, but I don't think you want to waste that cooldown because like if you Earth Splitter to farm camps, because it's the best thing you have, and then you're like, shit, I'm still under farmed, I guess I gotta go fight, then you might as well have had the Earth Splitter to fight. But early on, though, I used to do that on mid ET. I would like stack the hard camp like 3 times with the Astral Spirit, because you can do it from pretty far away, and then I'd Earth Splitter it to farm it.
That's some peak Dota 2 right there. I'm quite sure.
It's good. It does a lot of damage.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Mid lane, the fighting continues, it appears. Turtle is lifted in the air by the Rubik, but full dodge, both Blood Ray and the Astral Stomp. Rubik has stolen Avalanche, and Killjoy has a 2-man curse on Bloodseeker with the ET hitting him. Ember zones away at the Tiny, but again, the Marshal's incredibly low, but they can kill him, actually. Black Hole hits on one. It is the Tiny. Ember will attempt to kill the Tiny, but again, he has been embraced. Earth Splitter will hit on 2. Zexy low. Turtle low, but Bloom is far too strong, it appears. He's still half HP and goes away the entirety of the Dire. Turtle will Avalanche on 1, but Dire will Avalanche on 2 in return. Io, Tiny, they're both dropping. Rose Golden will relocate perfectly in time. What a fantastic relocate from Rose Golden. And again, it's going to be hard to keep the Io alive, but again, with well-timed tether
They're in a fight,
away,
I think. I think he'll be good.
yeah, you're good. You're right. He's full HP on Tiny now. That brings good. Atos on Io. Marshall desperately wants to kill this ball of light, and he will do so, and now it's a chains on the Tiny. So Avalanche and toss Camel away, but at this point, Camel is absolutely fine, and Turtle certainly isn't. Now it's Killjoy being dove by 5 heroes in a 5v2. Zexy will attempt the silence, but again, Zexy has died to the Fade Bolt. Now Killjoy will die to the Sleight of Fist. So again, it started well for the side of boss up, but Nebula turning around heavily on the back half of the fight.
Yeah, that was really close to being really good for Radiant. I think if they just got a little bit too kited that fight. The heroes were really strong, but their catch is a little bit limited. So it was hard for them to actually finish any of the kills. I didn't even really think about it during the draft, but they have like a very interesting like heal invincibility lineup with this Wisp Wyvern support duo and Bristleback. Like when this guy actually hits the Ags timing, and he probably doesn't even need the BKB, but when he like at least gets the Ags, he's just gonna be impossibly strong to fight.
That is, of course, going to be the goal for boss up, is to capitalize on that timing. And again, we saw last fight where Bloom was very tanky for, well, the entirety of the fight. He's the only hero not to die, and he was basically being hit by 4 heroes and brushing off entirely. So you throw in that Ags, and it's It's not going to get easier. Big game not getting easier. Turtle's game not getting easier either. He's been caught in a 4v1 mid lane, and well, he'll attempt to do damage, but the damage is futile. He's going to die to Camel Farmer on the Ember Spirit, so that's another good kill for the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and Turtle has an Echo Saber, which is like probably the default build now. It's like more people go Echo than Blink, I think, in like pro level games than mid tiny. Because if you go Blink and you don't kill people, then your game falls off. I kind of think he needed a Blink this game though, just because of his heroes. His heroes are so shit at catching people that I don't. I think Echo Saber already gives them more of what they have with this like tanky, just man fight kind of hero. I don't know, that's kind of a generalization, but I think that having a Blink to catch people for your Bristle would be a lot better. And then he could go either like into the Echo Saber afterwards, or he could just kind of try to transition into being like a position 3 for his team that just catches people with like Force Staff and stuff. Wizard
I
tiny
fully
items.
agree with the assessment. I think it's entirely correct, and that's why there have been a number of naysayers in this Echo build, especially in games like this where he is the initiation. I mean, there's no obviously. I mean, Blink on Wyvern is relatively fast this game actually, so Killjoy at least can start a fight as well with the Blink Curse, but in general, the Blink Tiny is a very reliable low cooldown initiation there.
Yeah, and I agree with the Blink Wyvern a little bit. Right now, I think if he's able to start a fight with Blink Curse, then I think it would be good. I think going forward though, once this ET finishes Ags, I think that he'll almost always want to save the curse to
Acerane is
either.
in such danger. Relocate in just to kill the
Oh.
Rubik, but again, there may be vengeance. NS is being healed by the IO. Relocate ends in a few seconds, but Zexy is dead first. So now it's a 1-for-1. The curse is only on the ET and the Bloodseeker, but again, Radiant are beginning to be kited around. Turtle is the target once again. Chains are still on cooldown, but again, the Tiny is being run down by 4 very angry heroes. I will heal the Tornadoes from the Bloodseeker. Once again, Avalanche hits on 2 heroes now. Turtle will attempt to launch a black hole on nobody! Bulljack's way off the mark. Now Bloom is hitting everybody. He has the Agments up there finished, but again, the Vessel is damaging him. Camel goes in, killing Turtle, but Bloom wants vengeance. There's a remnants. The Ember will die, and again, Stomp from FN will miss. Bloom still attempts to kite. The Bloodright is going to silence. And now the fight, it still continues. Both teams are incredibly low. Marshall, ooh, barely escapes. The Fade Bolt hits Bloom. Bloom is low, but Zexy has returned. Has the silence, has the armor, has Void in 4. Malefice is Boldax's last thing before he dies. That'll save FN. FN will TP away, and it will succeed. A very sloppy fight, but again, relatively even for both teams.
Yeah, you feel good as Bloom there. You end up getting a ton of XP. He's I think level 16 now, just by being alive for those kills at the end. That was they did the kiting pretty well there on Radiant with their heals this time.
I'm not a bit
fuck even
concerned that
happened?
Bloom's just not dying in these fights. He's getting close to dying in so many different fights, but he's just not dying in them, so... They say he dies in 2 of those fights. He's so much more poor than he is right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. I don't like this BKB for Bloom. Like I know I said I'm not sure if they were gonna buy BKB last time on Bristle, and then they ended up doing it, and it was like decent. But this game, it's not gonna save you from Rupture. It's not gonna save you from Midnight Pulse or Black Hole, obviously. So like I'm not sure what it is. Like it's for lift and chains, which I guess is nice to help you not get kited, but your BKB's not gonna last forever, and you're gonna get lifted or chained eventually. So I feel like it would be a lot better for him to just kind of try to get armor. I guess purging the vessel is good.
I wouldn't be too shocked if he buys an AC right after the BKB, because once again, you think about things that are good
Yeah.
against the ET, you want, like, direct plus armor, correct? You can
Yeah.
see that neutral Centaur Stomp?
No.
It's a stun 3 heroes! But yeah, you directly want the like AC type plus armor, correct?
Yeah, because the base armor gets reduced, but plus armor doesn't, so yeah, you do want the AC. Alright, Flying Nightmare did do the disassemble.
Big plays, big plays. Big disassembles.
That makes sense.
Are we about to see buy Ags? Or should I do disassemble Echo for Ags, reassemble, and disassemble it again for BKB afterwards?
I don't think he's gonna buy a BKB. I don't think you want to buy a BKB, especially, or like not until like way later, because You already have the magic immunity from Ags.
That makes sense. But it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of heroes really like the Mad Community. You see a number of even Lifestealers by BKB. That's a hero who also has built-in immunity into his kit, but not this game quite yet. Top lane, it's Rainbow TP's in. Seems like Radiant will escape in time though. You're saying ball before all that?
Most of the time for ET, at least people go Ags or BKB, but like it's very rare that you'll see both.
Seems like
Especially,
Zexy is extremely dead, by the way.
yeah, wow. Got Black Gold.
Seems like Rose Golden's also extremely dead. The Night Stalker and the IO not so lucky. Radiant did not have the numbers they wanted in the team fight, not in the retreat. That is 2 deaths. So it is, again, it is a black hole committed, I guess, but seems like Boldax is not too interested in having big black holes this game. I think he's, I think if you're looking at like a number of heroes in black hole on average this game, it's like 0.8, so he's clearly not that interested in heroes being in the black hole.
Yeah, it's hard when you're 5 Enigma as well. Like your gameplay is mostly revolving around Malefice and your good laning stage. I mean, how are you even supposed to black hole a lot of heroes? You're super squishy. You don't have a blink. You don't have a BKB. There's like no way you're going to be able to black hole multiple heroes in a team play. Like you're not gonna be able this. You're not gonna be able to be this Chad Enigma that just like blink BKB black hole and the rest of the team just has to watch. Like, he's just gonna click his spells from far away. Black hole one hero.
Seems like
Kills
Zexy
XP.
is dead again, by the way. Though he's not quite dead. He is Athos, and that will eventually mean his death. But then again, Radiant wants some vengeance. Bloom has finished the BKB and it's activated. Running down Flying Nightmare. But again, both heroes are magic immune. That's a rupture on Bloom. Bloom maybe in some danger. He'll attempt the TP away, but again, Dire can cancel that one with chains. No, not in range in time. Navral's Golden is used relocate as well, anticipating the TP being canceled, so the IO will be returning to around here. But again, Rose Golden can tether to the Wyvern, and will do so. But again, Dire are going to die the T2 tower. Io and Wyvern, both in danger, both have heals, both cannot heal from the grave. Rose Golden down. Killjoy will attempt to embrace and survive, but again, that's 2 kills for Flying Nightmare on the carry Elder Titan. And again, that's 3 more kills for the side of Nebula.
Pretty good. Now Flying Nightmare is sitting third in net worth. Now his hero is like really strong, especially when you get this 15 talent. He is extremely dangerous, and the game is like looking pretty rough for Radiant. I mean, like the whole idea behind their lineup that we said at the start of the game was that they were going to try to like roll you over with a good landing stage, and then their triple strength core with double healers in the back to just never die and take all their buildings. But the like those plans fell through, and now they're just kind of like, hoping for dire mistakes so that their Bristle can go back to the place that he wanted to be, where he like gets a fast 25 and he has AC and he becomes unkillable with the healing heroes behind him.
Not as concerned for the Bristle as I am for the other 2 cores on the Radiant side. Seems like Zexy and Turtles games are both how to describe it. We're going to go with lethargic. Because like Turtle has not been farming that well. Zexy's been kind of chain feeding recently, so both of these cores are not really farming that many items. And I mean, I'm sure Bristle can potentially carry the game by himself, but it's a lot easier when you have like 2.5 farmed cores versus 1 farmed core.
Yeah, I mean the nice thing about Bristle is that he can't like early on in the game. It doesn't matter if it's like him and then his other 2 cores are just like catching heroes for him or like aren't actually trying to carry the game because when you do hit your timing with like Ags and then like the AC after you've already taken racks and you're like 10k gold up, then the hero's more than capable of just carrying the game and killing everyone by himself. Uh, it's not really happening so much right now though, and like the Tiny is actually playing for his own game with his item build, so he is going BKB and then he's gonna go Ags after. I I'm not sure though. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know how they see themselves winning this. Or, like I'm not sure how they. Yeah, I'm not sure how they like what they see their out as.
Alright, I figured it out.
They got tossed
5-man
back.
Winter's Curse.
You can like on who killing the Ember maybe.
I just let me kill the Ember. Even like if you get the E as a target, let's say you see the ET, right? Use the here for the immunity. he gets like 6 of immunity. It's like, oh, suddenly you blink curse him and you waste that BKB timer with 2 heroes hitting him or something. Then maybe that's what you need to potentially win these teams. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
I mean,
brainstorm at this point because it seems hard. You're right.
that is definitely what you want to do for the like Wyvern execution. Is that when this ET brings the spear back, and like as long as you got like any unit in range, then you want to curse him because yeah, I mean with the ET without his BKB duration is pretty easy to kite, either with goo or with like avalanche.
Seeing Radiant scout out the ancient stack, by the way, a turtle's staring it down right now, but it seems like we're going to need a bristleback rotation to kill it. Maybe let's walk over there and grab the ancient stack, grab a cool 1,000 gold. Maybe that's their in right there. Let's own some creeps. Maybe. For keeping count, there have been 3 different heroes to disconnect in pause. I believe it's Rose Golden, Balljax, and Acid Rain. So we are definitely having some. Oh, we are back. We're back into the action. We have returned to Dota 2. If you enjoy not pause time, then I've got some good news for you. The pause has ended. We are seeing Turtle trying to kill some ancients. He's killed the small creeps. Problem is, they're still big creeps. They're still alive. And oh, I got some bad news for enjoyers of Dota 2 because we have Acid Rain pausing again, and that is what's going on.
We're paused. What's going on the dire side? Finished Vessel on Bloodseeker finally. He's going Octarine Core on Acid Rain before he disconnected. I saw that. It's interesting. Wonder what spell he's trying to steal.
I'm trying to think of I feel like Embrace could be pretty sick in this game. But like it'd be what on the Acid Rain would be what like an 11-second cooldown then for Embrace.
Yeah, I can leave and rejoin, right?
Yes, just don't press the red button. As long as you
Oh,
don't press the wait,
you mean abandon or disconnect?
don't press the abandon button. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just don't press the abandon button. I know it used to be a glitch with the disconnect button. I think they fixed it. I
Yeah,
hope
where
they
you
fixed
click too
it.
fast. Yeah, yeah.
I'm calling that one the Yuma bug because I have that ingrained in my memory still of Yuma having that glitch and then me getting death threats from betters that day. Good times, good times. Those are very bad times. I'm saying they're good times.
Okay, so with okay, well yeah, that's pretty stupid actually. With the stolen spell talent and Octarine Core and the shard, Cold Embrace has a 6.2 second cooldown, a 4 second duration.
And if you get the shard, you still get the Splinter Blast part, right?
Oh, that sounds correct, but let me take a peek. I have to reload the lobby.
Not sure if you also have to have the shard stolen to get it, but
That sounds
Rubik's weird, man. Rubik's fucking weird. Rubik has so many weird interactions that I never assume anything with Rubik or Morphling at this point.
yeah, it does work like that. If you have the shard stolen, it'll cast the current level of Splinter Blast.
And then to get the stun on it, I'm assuming the Wyvern has to have that talent as well.
No, I think you can't steal talents.
No matter what, the Rubik will not get a stun on the Splinter.
I'm fairly certain.
Okay.
Or at least it should not work that way if it does.
No, it's hard to tell Rubik. I'm gonna assume you're correct, but it also is Rubik, so you never know exactly what's going to happen with your Rubik Dota. We are again still paused. Seeing a snore and a what can you do in the chat, both appropriate responses. But I think at some point we're going to have a resumption of the pause occur, and that will be very very cool because we're doing nothing right now. Never fun. It has been there have been a number of issues recently with servers, but I think this is an internet issue, not even a server issue. Hopefully, again, we do get to return to our Dota 2 quite soon. Hear the some news today about Dark Mega?
He can't make it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to reapply for
I,
it,
oh, I,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah. I
still
don't know. I
dead.
was aware of that one a little while ago. I feel like was that only public like today?
I think
Or what?
it got announced today. I'm pretty sure either
Oh,
today or maybe
okay.
yesterday nights. But
Oh,
oh, that one's real sad. I thought the Thunder Awakened had a real good shot to go like top four at the major, and I mean they got fifth at the last major. I think they're a top five team in the world right now. Missing Dark Mego, who's once again not the flashiest mid laner in the world, but a very solid mid laner is very unfortunate.
yeah, agreed. Quite a few
Who's
standings.
available? Is Bryle still available?
I think he's standing in for another team.
Amato available?
I think he's standing in for another team.
Who's available to play mid for Thunder Awakened? I'm trying to figure this
Yeah,
out.
I'm not sure. You can.
Ideally, you need someone who speaks Spanish as well, which is never ideal, but a lot of players who understand Spanish. I'm sure someone can do it. Hey, remember we were mentioning items that Flying Nightmare might buy? Let's just add his courier. A Blitz Knuckles, which he's building into a Silver Edge. Pedal
Yeah,
Blade
that
into
makes
Silver Edge, I
sense.
should say.
That makes sense against Bristle. Also, just like having crit is really nice because you get a bunch of attack, or you don't get a bunch of attack speed, but you like naturally have attack speed from Echo Saber, and then you get the attack speed talent as well. So critting on your massive damage number is pretty nice. Closing in on the 20 talent as well. Interested to see if he's gonna take the 30-minute book.
What do you do with the talent at 20 on Aero then?
There's I want you to guess.
I'm assuming the 100% cleave damage?
Yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah, I feel like it's good for farming, I guess. I feel like it doesn't have that much. How large is the cleave AoE?
It's the same as Battlefield, I think.
That's pretty big then, never mind. Like, I was thinking it's probably not that realistic to hit multiple targets, but I guess if it's that big, then
Definitely.
problem
No, you
solved.
very often hit multiple targets. You clean up waves. It like once you hit that point, the heroes, you can see why it's solid as a carry.
And I'm actually I am now excited for that. I am excited for 100% cleave talent. There's always a good time when you have that much cleave. And you know, there's always the opportunity of, you know, massive black hole. You toss a third hero into the black hole, you know, you get 3 heroes cleaved upon. All is well. That's realistic, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, it's gonna do good damage in these fights. Like he'll get to use it, assuming he makes it to level 20. It'll do stuff in fights. I don't know about like black hole, but even just like getting 2 heroes changed, a lot of the times you can just like cleave both of them.
Well, Dire figured out what we now know a bit too late. Radiant have taken the Roshan, and it will be the Aegis for Bristleback, so Bloom will get the first Aegis of the game at 28 minutes. One might call it a bit of a late first Roshan, but again, Bloom is around where he wants to be right now. He's a happy Bristleback, though. Might see a Tiny die mid lane right now. There's certainly the ability to go in the Tiny. He does have BKB, so he needs to be a little bit
I don't think he
careful.
dies, right? He's gonna get ruptured and BKB. Yeah, okay.
Never mind, not even a rupture. He just uses the haste rune.
I guess he could die to black hole. But yeah, he's got a BKB right now, and Dire doesn't have like hard catch really. So yeah, I mean they've got that going for them right now on Radiant.
I guess, you know, there's Boljack's walking up at 335 move speed to black hole a hero who's, got a blink dagger at BKB and haste rune, but wait.
That's why you need the rupture.
They're actually going to go for him lift into possibly black hole bottom lane. BKB into
Yeah.
black hole! But again, relocate perfectly for rolls. No, it's not perfect, never mind. I thought it was perfect, but alas, both are now dead.
Yeah, Chronosphere, black hole, these type of things, you gotta be extremely patient on the tether timing for relocate saves. It's tough.
It looked real good in my mind, but alas. Dota 2 disagreed, and now 2 are dead. Now we're seeing Zexy. I believe the TP is in time. Yeah, that's definitely in time. But he actually almost dies to right-click damage instead. So again, that is 2 heroes dead, a BKB lost on your Night Stalker, BKB lost on your Tiny. So again, Dire, despite being down the Aegis, win 2 skirmishes in both the bottom lane and the top lane. So again, this net worth lead is now swung back towards the Dire side, albeit it is more or less net 0 right now.
He did take the book on ET by the way, in the 30, so we're probably gonna see that cleave down pretty soon. Radiant did take Aegis away from Dire though, which is kind of a big deal for these lineups that don't have like a super definitive hard carry. Because most of the time, what ends up happening is you need to take Roche, and then you need to farm the map for 20 minutes until you have a 50k gold lead. And you're able to do that because you're better at fighting, and you have more of the map than them. But they don't have Aegis.
I think we're about to see a smoke play from either team, perhaps, or maybe it's a blink. Never mind, no blink. It's time. It is farming time. Oh, good blink from Turtle. But again, seeing Radiant slowly move into this Dire side jungle. Looking at Dire's vision, they have very little idea what's going on, but they're still backing away from this Dire side jungle. Can Radiant do more than, like, say, just grab some T2s, or could they even possibly threaten high ground right now?
I don't think they can threaten high ground. I think that if they really wanted to do some permanent damage, they could go and they could try to kill some of the Dire heroes and then like go control the map harder. Maybe like take over this bottom area. I can draw on the map now. We're not casting a Dota TV. If they're able to take over the triangle and kill these buildings, then that would be probably the most that they can get out of this. They are trying for high ground right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, the T3 is dead. Again, the Dire defense has returned. Bloom is half HP, though has BKB and 2 lives. Io will heal. But again, the tether has been broken. Stomp on Night Stalker and Gleipnir on 2. Rupture on Night Stalker. Good choice there. Zexy is low, and Flying Nightmare will slap the Night Stalker down. Bristles, again, low HP. Curse will be on 2, but it is actually stolen by Acid Rain. So again, there will be a Dire side Winter's Curse quite soon. It's used on the IO. Only one part of the IO is stepped and locked down. The IO cannot be healed up if he is dead, and he absolutely will be demolished. Bloom has returned from his avalanche toss onto the Blood Seeker. Marshall will die, but again, Camel and FN are still alive. Problem is Bloom is just too strong. Gets the bash. Stomp will stop Bristle's rampage from demolishing the Dire. Camel and FN will get away, but again, Radiant returned to the buildings. Camel will attempt to open the back door. It just returned, delaying the Rack siege temporarily. But again, Melirex. One more hit. Where is it? It's not there. Bloom wants it desperately. He goes in. He is going to get it, but he might die for it. He could be still on cooldown. Remnant in chains onto the Wyvern. Has lifted there into the Bristleback. Wyvern low. Bristle dead. Zexy will attempt the fight, but again, Camel is still fine. BKB available. Killjoy will end up dying Sleight of Fist as again. Nightsucker and Turtle run away. They'll both BKB. Turtle will TP. Zexy again bonus with a 0-man black hole. And somehow Zexy blink dodged the Sleight of Fist. So overall there, interesting engagements. Radiance got what they came for. They got the barracks. The Bristle did die, but it is mission accomplished.
That was okay. Well, alright, I was wrong. Radiant just go, they steal the barracks right now. Daylight robbery.
I wish I was keeping track of every black hole right now. I can get an exact count on... I want an exact calculation on number of heroes per black hole. I think we're about 0.7 now per black hole. We had 2 0-man black holes, right?
At least, yeah.
And we haven't had a single more than 1-man black hole, right?
I can't remember.
Neither can I. I feel like if there was more than one person... I've watched every black hole. If it was on more than one, I would have seen it, right? We'd remember this, right? Killjoy's dead mid lane, by the way. Thinking or remembering, I haven't missed a kill yet, have I?
I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I'm doing my own camera work.
This is true. I don't think I have, though, and that's... I mean,
that's a question you have to ask chat.
Hey, chat, if I missed it... We'll find out in 2 minutes. Have I missed a kill yet? I don't think I have. I think it's been close, but I think I've caught every single one.
I can believe that.
I'm applying for a couple observer jobs. I'll put that in the resume. Once missed no kills in the game, and that right there is an accomplishment. I think.
Yep. Acid Rain is almost finished his Octarine core. This game got so bad for Dire. I think they were bad at farming. Like, I think they need to optimize more. They were, like, stronger in fights and, like, more dangerous and winning more of the map for a long time. But I don't think their gold lead ever got bigger than, like, 3k. It never got bigger than 1k.
That's not very ideal. I mean, yeah, I'm seeing
That's not even a gold lead.
1K. I guess technically Radiancy hasn't gotten very big either, but still. I guess the Irish here aren't very good at farming. Wait, they are good at farming. What am I saying? 2-man curse mid lane from Acid Rain again. Zexy will survive. The splitter may... No, it will not kill him. Embrace is still online. And now Turtle is BKB in the middle of the rampage. The tree volley is stolen again, used by Acid Rain, but... Oh my lord! The damage from Flying Nightmare! He demolished everything in the backlines! That's Killjoy and Turtle dead. Rose Golden gets slapped the hell down! Whoa, the damage! Oh, you saw that, right?
That's a carry ET. Yeah, that's what it does.
I mean, he almost one-shot the Wyvern. It was like 1,300 damage. What?
You can do some pretty funny stuff on that hero. That was the shard reveal. I think that was the board thing. This shard is pretty sick on ET. Just going to your stomp location. Yo, Bloom might have to be a little careful.
There is Black Hole, and this time it will be on at least one target. It's now canceled, but again, Radiant are in a rough spot fighting live. Raptor is on Zexy. Turtle engaged and tossing in Bloom into the chaos. Bulljax is low. Bulljax will add one more kill spread. He will die now. And again, Killjoy has Curse only on one. But if Radiant could toss back Bloodseeker, and they will not, it's tossed up in the air instead. In comes the Stomp. FN engages Curse. Stolen again. Used on two again. Turtle will die to the Curse. And now it's Dire in the run.
That was kind of unfortunate coordination from Dire.
Oh, the silence! Oh, never mind. Flying Nightmares just slapping supports again. The damage! The damage! Oh my, the damage! There are no other words I can say right now than the damage.
The Blood Rage is really nice as well, because he has so much damage that extra attack speed increases his DPS so much. So the Blood Rage attack speed talent really helps out. Oh yeah, you can do that as well. I forgot about that.
Kunko play, basically.
Yeah.
The Kunko play, but a lot cooler.
He's just XTP'd.
Astral TP instead. Dude, Flying Nightmare is doing so much damage. This is definitely, like, once again, why would one pick Phantom Assassin if ET just does more damage? That's my question. What does PA provide that ET can't do? Look at this!
Well, Badger, PA, you don't need the enemy team to kill you, or to let you kill them when you're behind. ET, you get behind, you just pray.
I feel like PA's gotta do that, though. You gotta pray as well on PA sometimes.
Yeah, but, like, the thing, like, ET, you can't hit groups, so you're behind, so you pray. PA is, like, you're only behind if you fuck up your lane. I mean, PA is really bad as well. I just, like...
Ooh, another good relocate save from Rose Golden, but it will not save the Roshan from dying. If you were scared of Flying Nightmare before, it's only going to be harder with another Aegis in hand. The Shard, it's still on the floor. Eventually somebody will grab it. The IO will eventually die. In comes Flying Nightmare to finish off another very... I'm going to grab the Ag Shard, by the way. I'm just going to sit there perpetually, just in the pits. If I keep drawing squares, eventually they'll grab it, right?
Bloodseeker will take it eventually. He's going Refresher with Bloodseeker. That can't be correct. I like, he wants 4 Ruptures, which is, like, funny and all. But that doesn't sound good at all.
I mean, maybe this game, you just want to Rupture everybody, right? Do you afford that mana-wise?
You can, I mean, okay, the heroes you want to Rupture already are, like, Night Stalker and Bristle. And, like, okay, maybe you want to Rupture Tiny as well, but, like, that's, like, a luxury, honestly. Like, you don't need to Rupture all of them in every fight. You're only gonna have to actually Rupture 2 heroes, realistically. I feel like an Octarine Core would make more sense. I think Octarine Core would be a great pickup. Yeah, like, that'd be pretty cool.
Alright, so at this point, it is time again for Radiant to defend their base. It is danger time. Flying Nightmare is, I mean, he's quite literally Titanic, which is a rare adjective to use right now, but seems like it's going to be smoke around to potentially find a good jump here. Bulljax has no Blink Dagger, but does have a Wraith Pact in Black Hole. Again, it's Tree Grab stolen by Acid Rain for whatever that will do. Turtle Blinks and Avalanche Shots and Bulljax. Bulljax is dead, but in comes Flying Nightmare. The Embrace will save herself for the time being. The Earth Splitter will demolish Killjoy. Killjoy dies to the Ember Spirit now on the north side. BKB's aplenty being activated. FN will lose 1 life, but again, Radiant actually winning this fight right now. Zexy is dropping, but again, Acerain's cutting them around. Acerain's low. Acerain's now dead, but Zexy will die to Marshall, it seems. And now Marshall will Gleipnir. He's running from Turtle. Marshall will escape, and again, Flying Nightmare has retreated. He can stomp back in if he wants to, but it seems like Dire are accepting that they've lost the fights.
Yeah, I mean, they traded buybacks, and I guess technically it was like Dire favorite, but I don't think that's what they wanted.
If you lose the Aegis and you lose...
yeah, they did lose
that,
Aegis.
you trade
Yeah,
evenly, so even trade plus Aegis lost when you're up by, what was that, 15k going into the fight is... We're calling that suboptimal.
They did trade the offlaner for the 4, but I mean, they're like pretty similar. Bristleback 25. That guy's pretty strong. He hits for almost as much as the ET. He actually hits for more than the ET.
He doesn't have a crit though, so you don't get the same like visceral 1300, 1400 damage hits. Though I guess having
he also can't
reliable
delete all of their
fine.
base armor.
Bristle can fully do that.
That's true. He can actually do more than that, because like you break all the base armor of these Radiant heroes. It's like what, 12, 14, 3, 7. Bristle reduces quite a bit more with the eggs.
Oh, the black hole again. Only on one, but it's one good target to cancel the TP of Turtle. And well, Io dead, Tiny dead. Guess what? Neither have. The answer is a buyback. So now it's a 5v3 going into the Radiant base. So we're going to look to force up these buybacks. But again, Tiny's actually still on cooldown from earlier. Still on cooldown for a minute 55. So if Nye are paying attention, they know the Tiny has no buyback. Rupture onto Bloom. In comes FN. Bloom will BKB, abyssaling the Ember. But again, he's saved by Acid Rain. The curse used only on 2. But again, at this point, the Radiant are collapsing. Killjoy will leave. But again...
That's cool. Yeah, I don't. He blinked out of Cold Embrace. It's funny because you don't take any physical damage.
You very rarely see that, but at this point it is Dire. Ooh, the engagement on Bloom. BKB this time on cooldown. He's again embraced, but he's slowly dying. Camel will BKB. Relocate. She will save Bloom again. Another fantastic relocate from Rose Golden. But Dire, they're still alive. They're still hitting buildings. Top D3 is dead. Zexy looks to wrap around, but the Midnight Pulse will give Dire a bit more information of the area. Zexy's still hunting. Camel will TP and heal.
Yeah. He's got the 6.2 second cooldown Cold Embrace. Now, how are they ever supposed to kill a hero on Radiant? They have to kill the Rubik first or something.
That's the hard part, though. I mean, you have to do what? Like have Night Stalker and maybe +1 go on him just to kill him at this point? Because he's not an easy hero to kill.
I mean, yeah, it depends. Night Stalker is incredibly... Night Stalker is probably like the best hero that you could handpick to kill the Rubik. I think he could do it. Like, the Rubik's not particularly tanky himself. Like, 2.1k HP, you can get through that pretty fast. 19 armor is kind of a lot, though. It's because of this ninja gear.
I think Dire saw the smoke regardless. In comes Flying Nightmare, but again, the curse, it will only be on 1. But it's saved like the Wyvern, now it's a Rupture on Tiny. Dire, bring in everyone. Abyssal on Zexy, the cleave damage demolishes Killjoy. Down goes Night Stalker to the Earth Splitter, and now Camel zones away the Io. Bloom tries to but it does not work. Bristle will BKB, hitting Marshall. Marshall also will BKB, and again, Flying Nightmare returns to the buildings. Turtle avalanche toss on Camel. Camel will barely survive. Remnanting away. FN stomps on 3 heroes. He's hitting Bloom. Turtle is dead. Relocate again, but this time not in time. Rose Golden dead. Bloom dead. And this one will be over. Black Hole again on 0. Okay, technically on 1 hero, but that is going to be the game. Nebula will win game number 1.
Oh, did anyone ever pick up the shard?
It's a very good question. I have to ask in the lobby. Actually, I have to ask in the post game. I have to ask in the lobby. Yeah, I mean, game one seemed like a even though the kill score was
Yeah, Bloodseeker got it.
46-13. You did? Okay. Even though the kill score was 46-13, it seemed like a very even game there.
Yeah, the Radiant's heroes were just like they just had very good heroes, and so even the late game fights, Dire had to be careful with how they took the engagements. But I think like Dire super outplayed them. The early game, they like lost a couple fights because they just got outmaneuvered in the they just got out mechanical skilled in fights, and then later on, Dire. Yeah, I mean, Dire never even had a big lead. They just like won every single fight, really.
Looking at some of these damage numbers, and these are just. I'm seeing a lot of the problem here. Even though Radiance tried their best, it just seems like look at these. Dire just did so much more damage. I mean, you're seeing a situation where every hero on the Dire did more damage than four different heroes on a Radiant. Very rarely do you win a game doing that. What can you do though? Oh god, what have I been linked on Spotify? I am not playing that on stream. Nope. Uh,
Radiant, I think they'll be fine going into game two. They'll probably ban ET, but
ET was like a
they
15 pick, right?
yeah. I like honestly, I think a lot of heroes could have done what ET did there. They just need to. Okay, how can I say what I'm trying to say? They
A lot of heroes could have functioned
their
differently.
game was like very functional until the early game fights where they lost, and then their draft got bad. So either they have to pick heroes that are not so momentum reliant, because like once they died in that mid fight, then the game got really bad, or not like really bad, but the game got tough all of a sudden. Like the ET had a game again, and then like the Tiny was behind and all that. We know what happened. Or they just have to like try to posture themselves better to actually win those engagements. Go for the blink tiny, or like take those fights in a more methodical way where they're actually able to secure the kills.
Hmm. Seems like we are going to. I'm excited for this game two draft. I'm excited to see exactly because once again, if I'm boss up, you're probably betting the ET second phase, right?
Uh, yeah.
So what if there's like an 8 pick ET? Because it's going to be a second pick or boss up, so Nebula are going to have the 8 pick.
A day pick each. I mean, sure. Like I think they picked at least one hero that was good against it with the Wyvern. So I mean, it seems like he can play it against a lot of stuff. The only hero that I can think of that counters it harder is like Shadow Demon. Maybe you can pick like Wind Ranger or some other heroes that are individually good against it, but I think the hero's gonna do what he wants to. And I mean, I don't think the hero is even particularly good. I think like it is very. He was not rich for a long time in that game, and only at the end he like one hit the Wyvern twice.
Have you been noticing this trend recently of teams choosing Dire over Radiance? What is up with teams choosing Dire over Radiant now?
Dude, I literally have no idea. I do pro teams do it? I did it in my series.
I feel like I've been
But
seeing a lot of amateur teams do it. But it's hard to tell with the pro games though, because the pro games you don't get to know fix what unless you're like in the lobby, and I'm currently not being in the lobby, so it's hard to tell.
yeah, let me ask someone who's good on my friends list right now. It's online. Everyone's in fucking ESL calls.
What can you do?
You see this guy? Nice.
Trying to think who didn't make it through the qualifiers, but I mean, yes, the only team that really isn't in the qualifiers is that good is EG, and then that's the one team where you don't have it in on. Geniuses.
I'm asking someone from EG right now, but I don't know
Really?
if he'll respond.
Is it the legendary Sam Spalding you're asking?
No, I've never interacted with that individual,
Yeah, I've
unfortunately.
interacted with the Bulb is great
Well,
to
okay,
interact
no,
with.
and not like I've interacted with him. I don't think he knows who I am.
Same here, but I have interacted with him.
Yeah, same. Okay, yeah. So we're on even footing in that case. This
Bulb.
person's not responding to me, so I'm gonna go spam some other people.
Yeah, we're getting to the bottom. We have pressing questions made by top League of Lads analysts, and we're going to get to
I
the
have
bottom
to
of
imagine
this.
people just take Radiant still. I don't know what, like, in theory would have changed. I think that's ET,
No,
but I
you
feel like
you
his
did
answer.
it. You did it. DKMP did it. Oljax just did it. Like, a lot of teams
Okay,
are
yeah,
doing
but
it.
like these are not like the top heavy hitters of the Dota 2 community, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, these are the same people who were picking Radiant 3 months ago. So why is everyone suddenly? It's not like it's an isolated situation. It's like the seventh time I've seen it in the last like 2 weeks. That's why I'm wondering. Well, what is with this favoring of the dire? You know, I'm flabbergasted. So if you're curious, we're going to have an entirely different draft, by the way, because Boss Up said, you know what? Here's how we can get a different Dota game. Ban Rubik, ban Elder Titan. So again, that will open up
That is it. Yes.
some more options, including Zeus and Dawnbreaker, who are once again heroes that are very commonly banned out first phase.
Okay, I got an answer from someone who said Radiant generally, but teams kind of do different things. And they also followed it up by saying pick order is almost always more relevant. But I mean, still generally Radiant. But I mean, yeah, sometimes you just pick Dire because you change a pace, or because you just felt like you've been winning on Dire.
Let's see here. Well, let's go say Viper. I think Viper, Zeus, and Dawnbreaker were all first phase bans last game, if memory serves. I know Viper and Dawnbreaker definitely were. But now at this point, now all but even first phase picked. So we have an entirely new Dota game on our hands. We have the
Dawnbreaker
truly
Visage.
OP heroes in the game.
Yeah, there is there. Like, interested to see how this Radiant offlane Dire safe lane is gonna go. Because Dawnbreaker Visage is a absolutely devious lane. That might be the best lane in the game, actually. Those two heroes. Like people say that about a lot of stuff. Like Mercy Razor, Mercy Viper. The Dawnbreaker Visage, I cannot think of a lane that beats that. Like a fucking anti-mage. I don't know, Monkey King. I guess Monkey King.
With what support then, like a Wyvern then?
I mean, I think if I'm hand picking lanes to beat to beat any lane, I don't think I'm picking Wyvern.
You have the monkey part of it. I'm trying to figure out the and
Yeah.
compartment. I'm trying to figure out the other component. That's always an important part to the equation is
Yeah.
who's laning with
Like
them.
CM maybe something like that, like some kill hero.
What prevents the Dawnbreaker Business from just killing the CM then?
That's you just gotta not be in soul assumption range.
Range on that incredibly high.
Yeah, but you can like play trees, or you can just like you can avoid getting hit and cast your Q.
I believe
Like
you.
yeah. I'm not sure what the sup is though. Maybe the alchemist Monkey King lane beats a Alch 5.
I actually need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Good luck. See you soon.
Bristle Razor Viper bands. Okay. Pick Viper band Bristle. That's interesting. I can understand it, and I kind of agree with it, but it's still funny to point out. Dawnbreaker Visage Tusk. Okay. Visage Tusk is also an extremely devious lane, so perhaps it'll be 5 Dawnbreaker or carry Dawnbreaker. I think they have to pick a carry hero here though that deals with Visage. Let's see what it is. Pugna. That is not one of those. I actually hate Dyer's lineup already. What is this? Zeus Viper Pugna? This is nasty. And not like a nasty as in like these heroes are all good. It's just like this is like I would hate to play on Dyer with these heroes. They need some catch desperately now, and like it's gonna be a good Zeus. Like I like Zeus against these heroes, but I'm not really sure what the Viper and Pugna are doing here. Probably.
I feel like when I stepped away from my computer, there were normal heroes on my screen, and now it's a Pugna.
Yeah, I was saying I like absolutely I would not want to play on Dyer's lineup. I like hate their draft. This draft looks unfun to play. This looks like a good Zeus game though.
I'm guessing that boss up are looking at a carry right now, or what? A carry to land into what I'm assuming is like a Viper X lane or something.
I could see offlane Pugna as well, but yeah, I mean you probably want something that lanes against that type of hero. Uh, Alchemist. That's my guess.
I feel like I'm struggling to read this dire draft right now. Like it seems like it's what Zeus mid, Viper 3, and Nyx 5 most likely, or possibly Pugna Viper swapping.
I think it's gonna be Zeus mid because I know Camel Farmer plays that,
I know that much,
and
but
then
more the Viper and Pugna situation.
yeah, I mean Viper and Pugna I feel like can both be 5 or 3, and then Nyx is gonna be 4. Fuck.
Ah,
Okay,
not a great puck game.
it's always a good puck game. You load into the game 0 bans 0 picks. It's looking like a good puck game.
I guess, yeah. This feels like. I mean, Nyx is definitely one of the better counters in the puck. Isn't Zeus not bad in the puck either?
It's I mean Zeus isn't good into puck. I think. Maybe you can argue it's not bad into puck, but like you can definitely annoy the hell out of the Zeus. Lane's not trivial. Like lane's Zeus favorite, but mid game puck just like silent switchblading you is incredibly obnoxious. And it's
Maybe I
not
was thinking
like
too much about landing phase, actually. I remember watching the Zeus puck game the other night, and the Zeus had a fantastic time. I guess there's more than landing phase in Dota.
it's like fine. Yeah, it's a pretty good puck game. I like that they got some more hard catch as well, and puck Dawnbreaker is a good combo. Just like coil into the Dawnbreaker ult. Good stuff. Tusk can play around the puck pretty easily. I'm down with this pick. I think they both should have picked their carries though sooner. No, that's a lie. Actually, I think that this puck pick is good, but Dyer definitely should have picked a carry. I think in this Pugna next phase.
Seems like we might be dumpster diving for the remaining carries. There's a lot of the better carries of the patch are being banned out right now. Crystal, Jug, Void, TA, even Elder Titan if we're referencing last game, but a lot of the choice carries from both teams are being banned out. And there's still two more bans, so we might be looking at Lifestealer, another good ban there. So I'm not sure. There's the Alchemist ban, so what's left now? Aren't all the good
Um,
carries banned?
uh, okay. Dire could still use a monkey, I think. They got FN though, right? So I feel like they're gonna pick something bad. Like, what does he play? Morphling?
I know we definitely played it historically, but I have not seen FM play. Okay, Race King.
Okay. That
It's like an okay
is...
pick.
Yeah, it's an okay pick. They need some more lockdown. And Wraith King Stun's at least kind of that. The lane's gonna be bad though. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Sniper into Nyx is miserable, actually. You're talking about puck into Nyx. Sniper into Nyx is no fun.
Okay, what are the odds Astromane buys a big? Sorry, not big. What are the odds Astromane buys a dig on this game? Saying about what 85% probably.
I can see it. Shard Dagon's pretty good on Nyx. It does a ton of damage. Just like hitting people into all the Nyx spells. They don't like solo heal puck from full.
Turns out it's a Pugna 3, Viper 5 as well. So this seems like a really good lane for Sniper. It's Pugna Nyx lane.
That's true. Yeah, the lane's pretty good for Sniper. He's got Dawnbreaker in his lane. Yeah, his Visage Tusk top. Alright, I like Radiant's draft more. But they did get pretty severely outplayed game one, so
I mean, I
I'm
like
not
their
really
draft
sure who's
because
gonna
they, I
win.
mean, if they've got two winning lanes, and the losing lane is puck lane. Who cares with the losing puck?
Yeah, agreed.
And even then, the AMR there means that Turtle might just win the lane. I mean, Turtle was like what, like 7.1 or something, and then Camel Farmer is Divine. So the odds of Turtle doing well in the lane.
Oh,
All right, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Nebula taking on Boss Up. Nebula, aka Bing Chilling, Crossfire Sims, aka Miss Mississippi, won game number 1 in fairly dominant fashion in the late game, but it was close until the late game occurred. Of course, Boss Up are looking for vengeance and have some very fair and balanced Dota 2 heroes to achieve vengeance. Both of us prefer their draft, despite losing game. If my name is Badger, I'm joined by Mr. 5 Rav 4 Staff, Mr. Sports, Mr. Simply 2 Base, Mr. Dota Buff, Logical Dota, and hopefully we're in for a good time tonight.
only half of those are true still, but I'll appreciate it.
Half
Nonetheless,
them
oh
are
turtle.
current, yeah. You put them on the resume, like, hey, I've associated with both the Dota Buff staff and 2 Base's very own Boris.
That's big. Yeah, Boris. Yeah, that guy's in really good standings with the community, I think.
Yeah, for the community at large, no, but NA Dota community, Boris is a very popular figure. He's he's NA Dota royalty. Not like a king or anything, but he's like a duke. Got that impale. Oh, Astromane did not go for the impale quite yet, but now Rose Golden is going to die. That's certainly going to be first blood, unless Roshan can deny it. And no deny. Camel Farm will secure first blood on the Zeus.
That was kind of funny though. Oh, okay, yeah. Zexy used a lot of mana. I don't think that changes its lane very much though. He's got some, has a couple mango. This top lane's actually pretty delicate. Like I think the Visage Tusk should win, but you can definitely just kind of die to these dire heroes. Actually, yeah, Flying Nightmare, I do not like his item build at all, but that's a later topic.
Feels very passive. I mean, it's just regen into buying the
Definitely.
regen item, so you like a lot of race things go for like a lot of branches nowadays, right?
Yeah, I mean earlier phase boots as well. I think is just like better. It's kind of rare that people just go like early arm it like this.
Will be FN's option, though, for the game. For the bottom lane, we are seeing Sniper skill Shrapnel level 1. And Marshall, I think this is dead right now. He's slowed. 2 more hits from Killjoy. 1 more hit from Killjoy. Marshall's juking as the tangos. Killjoy. Never mind. Pugna's just too fast. So it seems like Marshall will barely survive. Though, again, he's still being run down by Killjoy. Hammer is up. Killjoy wants to dive, and he will dive. Marshall will die. So Killjoy secures the kill. And, well, you mentioned it, Sniper Dawnbreaker, quite good in this lane, and so far has done quite well.
Sniper is insanely strong during the lane.
Hero. Very obnoxious to deal with, yeah. He's just... not very fun for the Dire Heroes interaction-wise.
I don't like his skill build though. No headshot, like going 1-0-1. I don't think I've ever seen this for 2-0-1 even. It's surprising. Headshot's an incredible ability. Most people take it at level 1.
Maybe he goes forward at 4, but then again, it's only 1 point in headshot rather than the 2 points in headshot, so certainly not perfectly ideal in that.
Yeah. I mean, like a second and third point in shrapnel is good, but I'd like to see him take the pure build top lane Nightmare.
Big trade top. I got both the kills, don't worry. I'm still on no kills missed in series. We're good.
We'll play it, we'll play.
Wait, Zexy, I think he's barely dead here, right? He's barely dead. There we go. Double kill for Bulljax. So suddenly Bulljax, big winner of a trade in the top lane, and now it's already 5 kills in this game, which is much better than last game. Remember last game? We had first blood around minute 5. This game we have 5 kills already, so we're looking pretty good so far.
Top lane looks bad for Radiant now. This Viper is level 3.
Depending on Wraith King is level 2, so it's... I guess that's the one good thing is, hey, at least it's not the, both heroes 3, it's only the Viper.
It's true. I think he needs to send out some more items as well, because he's low mana. He needs to send out some mangoes. Which actually hit Nether Toxin. Then Nether Toxin was a mistake.
Yeah, FN is still dead on the Wraith King, and now Bulljax, with no mana remaining, is just, I guess, standing there and slowly dying, and... well, perhaps Bulljax may have thrown away his lane lead.
Yeah, I mean, his lane lead's good, but this Flying Nightmare is struggling. Yeah, you see he bought a smoke. He's gonna go smoke out the lane now.
That's... I mean, TP is on cooldown. That's still incredibly sad.
Bulljax needs to buy some mangoes. He bought a wand? He bought boots and a wand? That's crazy. It's like, this guy's gonna have to carry the game, otherwise his item build's bad. Buy a bass here.
He could buy some mangoes. The goalie's about to farm, but this is still not good.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah, he does buy some mangoes finally.
Middle lane, Turtle may go down. Has phase shift, but could not get off in time. I think it was still on cooldown when he died for about half a second. So there we go. That is a big rotation by Aspirain to kill the puck. And now, oh sure, you can say at least the mid lane is going very well suddenly with the kill on the puck. And then still this top lane, it's still a contentious lane where even though it's good for Viper, it's not good for Wraith King. So it's a delicate process. And then still bottom lane, not good for the Dire in the slightest. Marshall getting owned right now. Marshall has look at his item build too. It's he's got 2 null talismans and nothing else right now.
That is yeah, that really is. Did you see his starting build? I think his starting build was 2 circlets, 2 mantles, and Bloom.
Bloom dies here, that is important. But there, Thunder God's Wrath, that will finish the job. Marshall will die, but mission accomplished. I don't know why I got tipped there, but it's just Dota 2s, I guess. Sometimes you just tip people.
It's probably because he's playing Dawnbreaker. And Marshall either... yeah, Marshall doesn't like Dawnbreaker.
But to be fair, nobody is, so... nobody likes Dawnbreaker.
The hero's pretty fun to play.
I guess, but it's not like Dawnbreaker's the most fun hero in Dota. And it's Dawnbreaker for me. Dawnbreaker's what, the best hero in Dota currently, if not the best, in like top 3, top 4.
What?
I'm trying to think about how good Dawnbreaker is. She's best hero in Dota right now. I can't think of a better hero than Dawnbreaker currently.
Yeah. Puck, Marcy.
I'd still rather have Dawnbreaker.
It's up there. Dawnbreaker's up there, yeah.
Speaking of Dawnbreaker, gets a kill on Marshall bottom lane. Let's look at the stats. He has the Soul Ring, he's got 1.1k HP. This is wild. Speaking of the other heroes on the list, it's Puck, rotating bottom lane of the coil to kill the Nyx Assassin, so that's 2 kills for, speaking of Dawnbreaker, in the bottom lane.
He's sitting level 5. He has a Soul Ring. That's insane. He's just got a Soul Ring on 5 Dawnbreaker. This guy's going to carry the game. So both of these 5 players are just going to carry the games with their item builds. This guy's got Brown Boot, Wand, 2 empty slots. No mangoes. Oh yeah, he's got a Soul Ring on 5 Dawnbreaker.
Unfortunately, unlike Killjoy, Boljax is dying in the top lane, and FN might just die as always being run down by Rose Golden and Zexy after he needs a huge impale, and it's only on 1, so FN will also die to Zexy. 2 kills for the Visage, she's 6. Wraith King is just at 5, so again, side lane's going real well right now for the side of the Radiant. Bottom lane, Marshall is going to decrep himself and walk away, but again, he needs to mind his health because he is a Pugna and he's getting to die.
Mid lane is surprisingly net worth favored for Zeus. Like I think that Turtle kind of messed up his farming efficiency. Like his lane didn't go the best. Oh, and I solo kill by Bloom.
I missed
No,
a kill.
not solo kill.
I missed a kill. First time in the series, what can you do? But I won't miss the kill on Viper, because certainly Boldex has walked into too much danger, and he's going to die to the Puck Dawnbreaker combination, and well, Dota 2 looks good right now for the Radiant team.
It certainly does. They got the good heroes, they got the gold lead, the runes.
Well, Zeus is stunned. If he can get Thundergod Breath off, and he will get it off in time, he'll at least kill the Dawnbreaker before he dies, but again, it's 2 more kills to the Radiant team. So again,
that was really nice rotation by Tusk.
trade.
This is a high action game. What the hell? 18 kills, 8 minutes.
And they're trying to make up for last game where there was no kills, 8 minutes pretty much. I think it was like 2 kills at 8 minutes, so they're having double the kills of the normal game now. Make up for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And looking over hero net worth, and it's exactly what you'd expect. Zeus on top, then 3 Radiant cores really close by, and then both the other Dire cores are having a real anemic game right now.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle
FN's about to die, I think, too. Dire's ward, I don't think spotted at the rotations. And both Puck and Tusk are not far from the Wraith King, but okay, Tusk walked to the low ground, I think was spotted out, and as a result, the Wraith King got away. Over to bottom lane, Bloom kills Marshall, but again, there may be a trade as the Dawnbreaker has died as well, so at least it is a 1-for-1, but still. Sniper survived the gank, keeps the mid lane, and he is completely fine still.
tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They get the top tier 1 tower in Zexy. Visage is gonna just like sit in this area forever and be a huge nuisance to Dire. What's Flying Nightmare up to? His game looks rough. This game actually looks incredibly bad for Dire. Less so than like the lanes are going good for Radiant, they're going really bad for Dire. The Pugna is like very sad. Wraith King as well.
King Radiant engage on Zeus mid lane, but it seems like Dire going to win this fight. Zeus certainly will die first, but Dire have the entire team coming over. They need counter kills. Problem is, it might only be Tusk. If it's only Tusk dying, then again, it's still good for the Radiant side. This is looking... Every minute that passes, it's looking better and better for Boss Up.
Dire's turret has been
I guess the armlet is finished, but again, you mentioned a lot of these Wraith King players, you know, it's a lot of branches. You buy the phase boots early. FN either does not know the build or chooses to ignore the build. He's gone for the brown boots in the armlets, and so far he is still very weak. Bottom lane, by the way, Marshall's dead again. Wait, punch was missed. Didn't matter though. There's a death on Marshall, though it is 2 support kills in exchange. Killjoy and Rose Golden died to Camel Farmer for their very deep tower dive. That is at least something. Acid Rain. Mid lane. Punt.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sniper's game has been very good so far, but I am a little bit concerned for him. Just because he's got the Nyx Assassin to hunt for him. Oh, Turtle.
Seems like Turtle knew as well. He popped the Fairy Fire, but again, the reaction for the Impale not in time. So, important killer for Acid Rain. Turtle even tips him for it.
Yeah. They are grouping up in this bottom tower right now. I like this play because the puck died. They do have Glyph though. I think they can defend this on Radiant. Honestly, I don't think Dire's so strong that they can't defend this. This Zeus build is actually probably correct. Oh my.
Oh no, FN is dead immediately, and well, seems like it's time for Dire to collapse. You mentioned they could defend, and they are absolutely crushing the defense. Camel will attempt to survive. Again, the Soul Assumption plus the right clicks will do it. It's a triple kill for Turtle by that winning Rift, and seems like Acid Rain and Marshall will escape, but again, that's a disastrous fight bottom lane. The tower's still alive, too. Surprisingly, that was only a 700 net worth swing for the Radiant, which it feels like it's lower than it should be, but it's quite good. Alright, somehow Acid Rain, the solo kill on Bloom in the Radiant Tri came over to bottom lane again, though it's still being run at by a bunch of heroes. He's being ticked down by the Zeus and the Pugna. Puck will engage, looking for counter kills, but again, Puck may have gone too deep this time. As Phase Shift and nothing else to play with right now. Will Phase Shift not some of the damage, but again, Orb's up only in 1. In the Bolt plus the damage from Pugna will bring down the Puck. Dexy will get Boltex via the Soul Assumption, but again, Dire can potentially kill this Visage. There's a 3v1 right now. Life Drain, Nether Blast, the right clicks, they are enough. Down goes Dexy, but again, the Familiars will clean up Camel Farmer, so a lot of chaos across the map once again.
Zexy's top net worth now though after that fight. It has a finished Wraith back pretty much, minute 13. This game looks pretty rough for Dire all of a sudden. I mean, that solo kill in the tri-camp is pretty funny. Like, Nyx is incredibly good at Sniper because you're able to carapace the shrapnel. It's super annoying for the hero. I'm not sure how that kill happened still though. He also is going for Dagon, as he said. He almost has it complete.
Pugna is dead, by the way. I figured out the answer. Acid Rain realizes he has to... Oh, wait. Yeah, I see thinking Acid Rain with the 2-man impale, but he realizes he has to solo carry the game. He solo killed the Puck. He solo killed the Sniper. He realizes he is the win condition. If he kills enough heroes, they will win.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, the Dagon shard's pretty good. So I'm pretty sure at the rate that he's making money, if he gets Dagon and then a shard, he'll be able to solo kill the Puck. He'll have like a long time where he's able to solo kill the Puck and like a decent amount of time where he's able to solo kill the Sniper.
I think I figured out how Bloom died. I think he was tanking Tri-Camp with Maskematis active and then just died. Acid Rain, uh-oh. Turtle. Oh, this time the Phase Shift died on the Impale. And that's some fantastic reactions there from Turtle.
Well, Marshall's still going for Octarine Core. That's pretty interesting. I'm surprised. Because this build is like, it's been a while since Pugna Mid has been a thing, to be fair, but this still has like the go-to build for Pugna Mid for a while, just because in conjunction with the Decrepify Duration talent, you could have 100% uptime, 100% uptime decrep.
But middle lane continues, Snowball stuns on 2, but Astrid will attempt to kill the Puck. Camel is dead, Puck remains alive, Bulljax will die, and again, FN will attempt to salvage the fight, but at this point he is just keeping into his death. Is a reincarnate at the very least, but the Dire are still collapsing. Turtle may die, but again, Radiant certainly will clean this up. Athletus died again for a second time in this fight. Assassinate's on the way for Acid Rain. Acid Rain will eventually die, it appears, though Marshall has killed Killjoy, and Acid Rain is juking around the trees right now, so the Nyx Assassin will escape, but again, T1 Tower is dead. Sure, you get the puck on the Dire side, but you lose your Wraith King and your Zeus, and it's just still very bad. I guess Dire only loses the fight by forward or gold, but I don't think that forward or gold includes the tower gold, so it's more like a 1k plus swing there.
Yeah, and your like Wraith King continuously dying is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty bad for Dire because he's kind of their like he's their win condition. He's the way that they're gonna win this game most likely is gonna be the one that hits buildings. Zeus can carry the game kind of, but not like with the he's not farmed enough right now. He's doing okay, but he's not like high net worth or anything. He's no niche Zeus.
Fortunately, is I guess he's the most farmed hero on his team, but problem is, sure he's the most farmed hero on his team, but he's the fourth most farmed hero in the game. So that's always a sign of things that are not going well for your team. Acid Rain is trying to play around with Turtle right now, but he might just die on the Nyx right now. He'll impale the puck. The puck remains alive. Punch up in the air on Nyx, and Nyx is going to perish. He even uses his last Urn Charge to put a little more damage upon Turtle, but at this point, we now at the bottom lane where Killjoy and Marshall in a 1v1. Killjoy is not winning it, but he is juking away. Marshall will misread the juke, actually, with the night vision, so at this point, Killjoy will step away. They thought the Dawnbreaker went up. He actually went into the area here and then juked to the left, so Killjoy, is he still dead? He might still be dead. Never mind, in come the Radiant. He's definitely not dead. Instead, it's the Pugna who's very dead. Speaking of dead, top lane, Flying Nightmare dies. Though, Thundergod's Wrath will at least do some kills in return. Problem is, it is a 3-for-1 across the map, and that's... Even though it's only 4k, this game feels incredibly over right now.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the net worth, it's like... the only reason Dire is not behind more is because Acid Rain's so rich. And he doesn't even have his items. Dagon's so fucking expensive, actually. It's crazy. 2,700 gold.
I'm just putting my camera on Acid Rain, hoping he has something. I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah, I hope he cancels his clarity. But, like...
You saw it? He's canceled the clarity. He has canceled the clarity.
That's chip damage for later. That's next Vendetta, he's gonna go back and he's gonna use that damage that he did just then.
I feel like if this is free nerf, that might be a way to do it, but it's a 75-second cooldown. Whatever's gonna be full HP again at the lifesteal. What can you do?
When he has Dagon, he can probably kill the Zeus from full. Or not the Zeus, he can probably kill the sniper from full until he finishes his BKB.
Well, there's a certain irony to that one. The Invis Tusk catches out the Nyx Assassin, and Nyx will get annihilated in his jungle. And now Zexy still wants to fight. He's fighting a Bulljax. Hyper Strike will slow down the Visage, but again, Radiance are somehow winning this fight still. Bulljax is dead. Despite being down numbers, they've already killed 2, so now they're up numbers. These Zeus will jump later. Radiance consider a dive. Dexy is running, but he's out of mana, so there will be no kill on this Zeus. But again, 2 more kills. Viper and the Nyx Assassin, and this top T2 is now beginning to die as well.
Yeah, this Visage is just impossible to fight. He's got the auras, he's insanely strong. I don't think he took the right talent at 15, but like he's so strong. He's 11-2 right now. Yeah, there's almost 50 kills before minute 20.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like it hasn't been, but yeah, you're right. It's 49 kills, which is 2.5 kills per minute. I guess it's mostly been Radiant just running it down and taking these favorable trades over and over and over and over and over again, where it's like, oh, we'll trade 3 for 2, we'll trade 2 for 1, and that's just eventually winning them this game. Well, Puck has travels, TP's into a familiar, has Coil, but will not use it quite yet. Seems like Radiant want to get the T2 tower first and foremost, and seems like the Dire Defense Force has left the building. We're going to see a free T2 tower die in the top lane, so now it is outpost time after you take the tower. Grab that one, maybe even grab Roshan afterwards, and well, game state currently looking up for the Radiant Dire. Mid lane, Acid Rain, solo kill. Technically not a solo kill, mission accomplished. The sniper is dead. There is at least some hope. Problem is, in come Radiant, looking for vengeance. Blink. No coil. Pugna ward online. Viper Strike not dodged. And again, Bulljax is being hit by familiars. FN engages, looking for Visage. Down goes Bulljax. Soul Guardian will now stun the Wraith King. And Wraith King has reincarnates. It's double 2. Now Pop Bulljax has bought back. And again, FN is stunned. He has been decrept by his allied Pugna. But again, the Wraith King is still slowly going to die. Turtle escapes from Acid Rain. Now it's Nyx again with Vendetta looking to re-engage. Zexy is low, but again, Radiant are slowly running down the Dire. Puck may die. Acid Rain, oh, the Vendetta and the Dagon. Problem is, it's a die back on your Viper. Zexy is godlike on the Visage. 14-2 and 3. And yeah, I mean, Visage is now #1 net worth by a country mile.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, he's been top 1 net worth for like a good portion of this game now. It's only been going on for 20 minutes.
Like, all these Radiant cores are firing, but at least the Puck and the Sniper are dying here and there. But the Visage just isn't dying, so his net worth stays high. Look at Asteran's quick buy. He's got 2 this is how badly he wants Shard. He has 2 shards in his quick buy.
Yeah. It's pretty. I mean, okay, he's getting it at a decent time. I think ideally you'd want it by like minute 20.
He'll have it around minute 23, I guess, which is not the worst in the world. He'll be okay. Oh, man, how do Dire actually kill Visage at this point? That's my question, though. Got Wraith Pact, Orchid. He's about to have Boots of Bearing, not too far from that, too. He's very farmed.
Yeah, he's got all the nerd items as well, so it's like he's a dangerous spot to be at. You gotta watch out for this guy's shard, all of that.
Well, Acid Rain again tries a solo kill play. This time, he might just solo die to Puck under a T2 tower, but for now, both remain alive. Snap around gank from the north side from Tusk means that the Nyx will eventually be left to die, and again, the remainder of the die will recognize that the Nyx assassin is dead. They will retreat. But again, just one more kill for the side of boss up to 35 kills at 23 minutes. Once again, gigantic amount of kills to have this early into the game. And they want one more kill. They're running into the Dire side try camp. But again, FN will retreat. The Dire scan. They're aware of what is up. It seems like the gank will miss.
Yeah, the Nyx was like trying to go for a kill because with the Zeus ult, the Puck would probably die, but it's like it's fine play if he gets it. Probably would have gotten the kill. What's going on right now? Though?
Speaking of Zeus, he's dead. There was a
Oh
bit
my.
of a split gank going on both Viper and Zeus, but Zeus was the primary target. He died. Well, Viper, who temporarily survived, now reaches the end of his life as well.
He's getting 25 kills this game.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, Visage is just... He's 16-2. He's getting there. I think the only way he doesn't get 25 kills is if there's a GG call before
Call
that.
GG? Yeah. Yeah. I could see them lose, but I think even if he loses, he still gets 25.
Acid Rain. Big solo kill on Turtle mid lane. Never mind, no kill. Here's Sentry Ward. He's fine.
Yolo Shard as well. That death set him back a little bit bottom lane.
Well, we have one big problem for our main man in the protagonist, Acid Rain, stole killing these squishy Radiant cores. One of them now has 2 lives and a BKB, so killing Bloom has become fairly unrealistic. Keep you away by FM, but it's been canceled by the Dream Coil, so now it's Acid Rain again, having his shard time delayed, as Wraith King again is going to die 2 more times. Acid Rain will not go down to be assassinated, but again, Turtle will chase him. Wraith King gets kited around with the remainder of the team. FN will now die for the second time. Acid Rain attempts to juke to the left side. Turtle's blinking around, trying to hunt the Acid Rain Nyx assassin. It seems like Acid Rain might get away. Radiant even scanned, trying to find him, but Acid Rain has outread the Radiant team. At least the Nyx shard timing won't be delayed, but again, when your carry dies twice and he is currently this far behind the game, it's never a great sign.
Yeah. It's... Alright, Acid Rain's gonna get it one time. He's gonna get the solo kill one time at least.
That's the
Or
hope.
he's just- yeah.
Dire's middle
Okay, he's doing some wave cutting right. This is actually pretty big. Because they're going to be able to clear the creeps fairly easily with Zeus.
I guess there's a siege unit. Oh no. The one thing Zeus can't kill. It's in the T3 tower, we're good. Base remains alive. There will be no high ground quite yet. It's the very minor damage. Azrain has finished the shard. He has Vendetta, but the shard is not on him currently. He wants to kill on Puck still. Puck, I think Puck's is too tanky with this Pupil's Gift.
You have to watch out for the Zeus ult on top of it.
Trying to do the math
But,
right
yeah.
now.
Without the shard, he cannot. That's for sure. But the shard does give 17% magic resist reduction, which includes the vendetta damage.
At that point, then we have enough damage, but again, he needs to get the shard. The courier, it has been not paying attention today. Now Turtle links into 4 heroes, and he's absolutely fine. Vendetta Impale off the mark, but again, the Wraithfire Blast will kill him at the very least. Problem is, Azrain also is dead. Shards are off the mark, which is one good thing for the Dire side. But again, 2 more kills. 1 on Marshall, 1 on Acid Rain. That's a 40th kill. Count them, 40 kills for boss up. And now it's again time to look at high ground. There will be some minor damage done before again Dire will glyph. And again, there are no creeps coming in for another 15 seconds. So if Radiant want to commit, they'll have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, no pushing for now. No pushing. A little bit of good farming instead.
I mean, they got Sniper. That guy can do some pushing, but like, there's like no reason not to just go make this Wraith King's life miserable and go farm up like another 3 items.
Look at how scared the Wraith King is. He thinks he's being hunted right now. He's just standing in the trees. Playing some tree man Dota. He's like, alright, I can't go into the jungle, there's wards there. I can't go into the lane that can TP when it travels. I just have to sit here. Go to my base. This is... That's how you know Fine Nightmare is not having a fun time. He's just playing that scared. By the way, Visage opted not to go for the Boots of Bearing. He has a full Aghanim Scepter. Coil on 2. In comes the entirety of the Radiance. Down goes Acid Rain. Zexy is still alive, and now Flying Nightmare again. Will lose 1 more life. He has 1 more to lose. Marshall will attempt the damage with that Aghanim Shard life drain on the ward, but again, it's just not quite enough damage. FN remains alive with his BKB, but again, Bulljax is dead. Turtle actually might be in danger here, and Rose Golden actually will die here. Putting out Wrath kills the Puck, so actually Dire finally get a good trade. It's a 2 for 2. Bloom is on the run, has 2 lives and a BKB. He will grenade to the high ground and also open on the Pugna. The Radiant will attempt to run him down. The Familiars will succeed. The Orchid Afterburn killing him. Killjoy is going to die to Camel Farm, but Bloom is looking to clean it up. Zeus is low. Fine Nightmare has 1 more stun, but again, has no more reincarnates. He'll armlet, but again, Bloom now BKBs, ensuring there will be no Wraithfire Blast. But again, Wraith King is somehow juking this out. Armlet toggles. Armlet. No, never mind. Not enough. Valiant
Yeah,
attempts.
it's way too hard to armlet toggle. Even the Mask of Madness sniper right clicks, not even the birds, but on top the Bloom's dead. Oh, and
it
it
just
just timed out.
expired. It just timed out.
Oh yeah, take aim and fucking go crazy. Oh no, unfortunately.
That is very important. And now, Dexy, the biggest
Dexy has
creep
the
in game.
active.
I think he's
He's
dead
not
here.
dying. Yo, he's killing them
Okay.
all actually. Watch this.
Oh yeah, he's stone form. You're right. He's actually full HP again. What the hell? Oh dear lord, Acid Rain. Poor Acid Rain. He's just going to once again die on the west side as Camel Farmer is being run down on the east side. Pugna has returned, but again, Soul Assumption has killed the Zeus. Back to the west side. Acid Rain's attempting to juke away. He's being run down by 2 Blink. Tag team. Mars Punch back over to the Dire side base. Marshall, the lone defender, gets hit down by Turtle's TP in plus Zexy. That's another full 5-man wipe, and
I don't think he's
ready for
getting
the GG call.
25.
I'm ready for the GG call.
I don't think
Zexy's
he's
up to
getting
20 kills now. I'm ready to see the GG call.
He has that 20. Yeah. With Dire's game plan, what do you think it is?
I just lose, I guess? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't see how we win this one, other than, like, maybe just kind of play now where you dive to tier 4 and then dive the Ancient, maybe? All the way to the Fountain? Maybe that's the way you win this game, but... These T4s are not being... T4 eyes are not being punished because they can't be punished. There's no punish for it. Red King will big TV, but again, if the Visage dies, that is something, and he will die. It's actually 2,000 gold being given up, but again, the Radiant still dies killing Bulljax. However, with the Visage being dead, perhaps it is go time. His Familiar and Wraith Pack totem have expired, so now it is time for the Dire to re-engage. Acid Rain has the Vendetta looking for Turtle. The detection, I believe, was barely not in range. Pugnum, his ward, is decrypt. Oh, the phase shift dodge! Again! Puck alive! And the Nyx is dead! Oh no. Bloom, he's on the run. Has BKB, but no TP. Dire will attempt to chase, but no, there's nothing happening. "77 kills, Logical."
Quite a few.
77 kills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're making me work for this one. They really are.
Who has all the kills on Dire? It's Camel Farmer, I guess, yeah.
12 on Camel, 7 on Acid Rain, and of course, Marshall Bulljax. Fine Nightmare. Not many kills between them. Surprised that Puck's not opting for like a raw HP item other than that Kai Assange. Going for the Octarine Core, which I guess will give him raw HP eventually, but... I mean, it looks like Aeon just wouldn't be that bad this game on Puck. Am I wrong there? Am I off the mark?
What? Sorry.
I feel like Aeon discount Puck could have been good this game, right?
He's got a... yeah. I like Ocarina Core more, though, because like, it gives you a good amount of HP already, and then I think having the CD is nice to, like, lower cooldown phase shift. You can have the perma illusory orb phase shift thing going on. I think Ocarina Core is correct.
It's certainly a
not close to
powerful
that.
interaction. Yeah.
You can, like, I could see Lincoln's being good for mana burn, but
Well, it seems like the Eye are beginning to slowly die. Bloom's the double damage rune. He activated Victory without the Wraith Fire Blast stun, and well, Blind Nightmare has Reincarnate again at the very least, but again, Radiant actually can't cancel his Blink quite yet. Assassinate is on the way, but again, it will not. Correction, it will pop the Reincarnates. Well, Boldax is dead, and Blind Nightmare again will lose one more life. Turtle blinks in, has no coil, but again, appears to have no fear. FN and Camel are on the run, and again, Familiar Stun on Camel Farmer, or sorry, on Blind Nightmare, I should say. Turtle Silence is on 3 in the back lines, as again, Turtle is still just blinking and jaunting and destroying the entirety of the Dire. Boldax and Marshall both buy it back. Turtle dies to God's Wrath, but Dire just slowly collapsing. Good save from Marshall, keeps Boldax alive, but again, the fight is not good. You committed a lot of resources to get 1 Puck kill and a Tusk kill. You use 2 buybacks, and you lose your Wraith King twice, so again, not ideal, but I guess it is better than nothing.
it looks like he's gonna get 25 though, on Visage. I thought he was gonna get 25 there, but they just reset after the fight, so that even more confirms.
Acid Rain, big plays. Wait, it's a Tusk, never mind, you can't kill him. You actually can't kill a Tusk. That is unfortunate. He's been fake grenaded too, oh no. Especially, he's a huge fight from Rose Golden. Wow, some huge jukes there with the Force Staff and the Snowball, but alas. Again, Acid dead, Bulljax dead. We're up to 24 kills for Zexy, so we are... Once again, this kill on Zeus will be 25. He's TPing, that will not work. Your TP will be cancelled. Your life will be cancelled as well. And there it is, 25 kills for Zexy.
Is under attack.
Yeah. A beast. He's got the Hex finish now as well. What the fuck?
I wonder what the lad's record is for kills. I think it's like 29 or something. It can't be that much higher than this.
No, I think it's higher. There has to have been 30 plus.
There's a spreadsheet on this. I'll have to look it up after the game. Darcy again, another engagement in the Dire side. Base, outside of the base, Acid Rain gets punched and brought down again. There's a tip. Marshall is in a moderate degree of danger, but again, it appears not to matter because Marshall is dead. Flying Nightmare has 2 lives, and BKB is
Oh,
ending.
nice shards.
1 life lost, second life also
26?
lost. No 27th kill, I guess, but not even 26th kill. There's your GG's. There's your GG's called right there. This one's over.
Yep. Nice showing from boss up.
Yeah, good bounce back from game 1. I mean, game 1, it was a winnable game. They did not win it. This game was certainly from beginning to end just demolished. Man.
Yeah. There. So yeah, this guy's pretty good at Visage.
Yeah, I mean, a number of teams have banned it against this team historically, but tonight's Jack says, you know what? I don't care. He can have the Visage. Let's see what happens. The answer is what happens.
I mean, they did. The lane was not super easy. They just kind of messed it up. They let Bulljacks get the level, like the early level 3. But still, I mean, 25 kills is hard to argue with.
Even though Radiant misplayed the lane early on, though, it didn't matter because the Wraith King still
Yeah, it really
had nothing.
didn't.
Even if Bullock still didn't he didn't skill technically or buy the right item, so it didn't matter if he had the early lead because he didn't buy the mangoes. He skilled Toxin. Lost his lead. What can you do? What can you do? Any more analysis for us, Logical?
Nope.
Cool. You have any final words, call outs, shouts to say to the people of League of Lads and twitch.tv/Badger Pablo?
It's nice to have a fast series for once. I feel like always there's like these 50-minute fucking slobber knockers that go until 12. But now we got a nice 11:15 p.m. game. Series finish. I can appreciate that.
Still 2 hours and 50 minutes for a BO2, but what can you do? That is Dota sometimes. That is Dota. Let's see here. Why do we start with this one? Thank you to the viewers for tuning on in for this 1-1 draw between Boss Up and Nebula. We'll be back on tomorrow night, Friday, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for SUS, the Season 7 champions, taking on Polar Ass, last season's grand finalists. Should be a pretty fantastic time. We'll be joined by Logical, so that'll be always a fun time as well. I will be back on Saturday as well. I don't think I'll be joined by Logical for that one, but we'll have to see about that one. If you want to hire me and Logical for your events, you want me to cast your tournaments, then contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/badger02 or Discord, badger5713. Is that everything? That's probably everything. Thank you to the viewers for tuning in again, and as always, thank you for watching and have a great night.